Do you help people? I help people sometimes. So I can say that my help is conditional. Why that is, I'll explain later. Do you help people? And why do you help people? What is helping really? Is it essential? Is it something that really keeps everyone going? Or is it just something that makes you look better or make you feel better when it doesn't necessarily do anything? For me, I wanted to talk about helping because lately I've been in the energy of receiving help, which is something that I'm not comfortable with. And I've also been in a place where I can help and I haven't helped, which I'm not comfortable with. And I've been in a place where I don't have to help and I still offer that assistance. So helping, that's a concept, that's a aspect that a lot of people overlook, but I believe that's just as essential as eating or breathing. Because if no one helps on this earth, then there would be no reason for us to all be here on this earth with each other. No matter what you have, I love that about helping, that aspect humbles everyone, because no matter what you have, there's going to be a time in your life where you need help or you need assistance. And that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that it has to be a material aspect of help, like offering someone money or food or whatever, but help could be just a conversation or a thought process. And helping people is something that should be natural, but these days it's modified, and I want to break down why for me I feel like it's been adjusted later on. But I just want to say that it's modified because of the fact that us humans are imperfect, and the fact that we don't have faith in the universe. One of the things I've been learning on my journey lately is when you assist someone, you're allowing the universe to continue to cycle. So like, for example, if the universe grants you a $500 and you see someone on the street, you don't have to give them the whole $500, which is something that I had to learn to get comfortable with, because I feel like once I gain, I'm obligated to continue that on the same level, or that's what I thought back in my journey. But now I'm in a place where it's like, if you don't even get that person $10, you're conflicting not only your internal self and your abundance, because you're holding on to something that you feel like is yours when it's just coming to you for you to do a work. And a lot of people don't really tap into that concept of helping is so essential. So if you decide not to give that person $10, what does it show about your character? That's the spiritual aspect behind it. And what does it show about that person's energy of abundance? Do they believe that they deserve it? Maybe that has nothing to do with you. It's been some people with me that I don't feel drawn to give it to them, and that could be for my personal situation, like me feeling like I'm in a lack state, or it could be because of their energy. I feel like they just want to use me, and growing through life, I learned not to assume, but it's also about recognizing energy. And when you realize that the universe is playing through you as a vessel, helping is so essential, because helping allows things to continue to flow in ways that you may not acknowledge or even understand from just being where we're at right now. I wanted to speak on receiving help for one. Growing up, my mom's always taught me to be independent. My mom was a single mother for the most part. My parents, very present, but I would say that they just were not compatible. So growing up, receiving help, my mom always said, if I could do it for myself, I don't want to have to ask anybody for anything. And that's something that I just grew to get accustomed to. So now, tapping into the energy of the universe and knowing that receiving help is also a part of the process, allowing that person to help you, is something that I have to get used to, and it's something that I'm realizing that I deserve. Because when I feel like I don't deserve it, just like I mentioned, that person doesn't get the $10, that's reflecting how you are, how you're feeling, and also that person and something about their energy. So I've realized that I've passed up a lot of opportunities because of the fact that I feel like I didn't deserve, or I wasn't comfortable with receiving, even when I knew that I would give. And right now, shouts out to Victoria. If y'all saw my videos, maybe 2 videos ago, maybe 3, it was a surprise party. I think it was called Rebirth. So if you look out for Rebirth Explained, you'll see that it was a party. So her party, Victoria, she's a special being. She's a Taurus, and if you know anything about Tauruses, they give. And being closely involved with her has made me realize that I have a problem with receiving help. I have a problem with And it's not even a problem, but it's a problem because it's something that I want to alter in a better way, like fix, moderate. So I would look at it as something to really point out, and that's why I would call it a problem. Not a problem like it's good or bad, because for some people, not wanting to ask for anything, like with my mom's situation, that gave her pride. That's what she lived for, working hard, and that's what motivated her to make sure she did what she had to do for her and for her kids, her 2 kids. So in this particular situation and understanding my journey, I have to recognize that I'm not my mom, and I also have to recognize that if people are offering services, just take it. And taking it does not mean that you have to give anything in return. You know, sometimes that's the way the universe pays you. When you give to other people, that person may not be able to give to you, but the universe is still going to help you in your time of need by providing someone to just offer that service of help to you. And if you're not willing to accept that, that's going to block a cycle. So helping is a very spiritual thing, and how you help is just as spiritual, because some people help when they understand the law of attraction. They'll help because in turn they want to receive a certain type of aspect. Like when I said I had to understand that once you gain 500, that don't mean you have to give it all back. Even if you're separating it, that don't mean you have to give it all. You can still keep what you feel like is owed to you, but make sure that you don't get so attached to it that you feel like if you need to use it, that you can't be in that energy as well. Because with me, I feel like if you give more, you gain more. And I've learned last year. And Love Tour, if you've been watching for a while, you know about Love Tour. I learned from the Love Tour that I say gain more, you give more and gain more. That's not always true, or it may not be in the way that you may expect. Because if I could give more money, I could get more love. But if I ain't getting the money back, does that mean that's a loss? That's something to be mindful of. But the reason why you help should always be because, well, for me, I believe it should be because you want to see that person do good. Just like how you would expect yourself to be flourishing, you would want that for someone else. And once you put yourself in a predicament where you're testing why you're doing it and paying more attention to helping, some people, they do it naturally. It's just in them. Like with me, it was in me to give if I can give, if I have it, just to offer it. And sometimes that led me to just being used. Does that mean anything is wrong with me? Does that mean I had to alter anything? I did, but for some people, no, they had the capability just to give. But with me, if I realized that I was giving so much and not receiving, then that made me alter a little bit. And that made me also realize that my reasoning for helping was not as pure as I like to believe. And I would say with law of attraction, it has to be pure. You have to give and not believe that it's a lack. And helping is something that's going to go full circle. That's something that we all need to tap into. That energy is something that I feel like can make someone. I feel like everyone comes here with a craft, but you cannot get to where you believe you want to go without help from someone else. Even if that help is just a mindset concept that I mentioned. And a lot of people now, they feel like they're deserved help. And that's something that I really wanted to talk about as well, because no one owes you anything. Even if you've done a lot for people, and what I mentioned I learned in the Love Tour, no one owes you anything. So when you're helping people, knowing that no one owes you anything and not expecting to get anything out of it, I feel like that's the best way to tap into yourself. Helping helps you learn the purpose of life and understand those cycles. I feel like I'm rambling, but it's essential for me to still be comfortable in myself, because in these moments of helping, it's not just been for the concept of that cycle, but it's also been to learn about the reasonings, meaning that the why of things also, like I mentioned, but the reasonings on what made you feel like you need to owe that person something, or the reasonings on why that person feel like they deserve. With me, I can say for a lot of times when I was giving initially, before I was humbled enough to understand the wisdom and what I was being given back was love and wisdom, before I tapped into that, my reasoning behind feeling like I needed to give, or the reason why I felt like I was owed something, is because of the fact that I was paying attention too much to the physical aspect and not necessarily tapping into the energy aspect. And even now I struggle with that. Sometimes I think too much about why things have to be certain things, or it has to be this certain type of way for me to feel comfortable. And when I do that, I'm grateful that life push me outside of those comfort zones so that I can see both perspectives and see that what's really needed is just the concept of help, and why you do it, the reasoning behind that should be based on something that is a reflection, is a mirror. And when you try to think too far deep into that, I feel like it takes you on a roller coaster ride. So overall, I wanted to keep this short. I really just wanted to make this a video where I capture my energy or my environment, but capture the energy of what I'm feeling as well, meaning that like tapping into helping and how that's transitioned for me over the years, especially now. I feel like it's essential for us to all help each other, and helping each other could be something as small as not even knowing who you're helping, but putting out the intention out there with these videos that person would catch one thing, and being comfortable with not receiving anything in return. That's pure help. And with me, people may not understand how much their help assists me, and to me it makes me feel like I need to give them something back. And those little aspects and how it could adjust things and move so much. So I just wanted to just mention like helping and being comfortable in not knowing or the uncertainty of things, and trusting that if you help and you keep that energy of just giving or just helping someone because you would want that for yourself, sometimes it may not come back exactly how you assume it to come back, but it will come back, and just trusting that. So that's something I'm learning on my journey right now. I thought to point that out to y'all, and if y'all got it, y'all got it. I tried to continue the process in different aspects so that you can learn from different perspectives and just really enhance the topic of what helping is, because it's something so simple, but it's something that a lot of people don't take the time to really think of in true form, thinking of how important it can be and how much it could change. Offering someone juice or water, chips, you can't give them everything. Offering someone what you can give them, something that's gonna make you feel like you're not in a lack, and just trusting that is what's most important. And that's a showing of love. If people are in these days where everybody's protesting or whatever the case may be, it shows that people's form of helping is not necessarily based on an aspect that's going to be beneficial. And that's another thing. When you're helping someone, like I mentioned, you will want to help them in a way that you will want to be helped. So it's not just about proving or showing anything to anybody or trying to base it in a negative energy where it's not going to be growth. It's going to be rather, for me, I would say, but I speak for everyone, and if you could connect to it, yeah, but if not, I'm going to speak for what I assume, balancing it in a way where you're doing it just for the sake of what the concept is, meaning helping just because you have the ability to, and not thinking about anything besides that, but trying to be that positive energy rather than helping something that you feel like is going to be more massive. And that's the true expansion there. So I just be back with some more later. I hope y'all got the gist. This one was a real raw one for me, but it's just something I feel like I wanted to get out in words, and I want to be confident that even when I don't understand the whole purpose of it, I know that's for somebody out there. So y'all stay blessed, y'all stay up, y'all stay positive through all the confusion. Know that the key is really through helping people, and you can't help nobody unless you help yourself. So stay true to you and know that who you are in this time is what's necessary. Continue to be that.